Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TROV. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. So let's first just start with kind of the obvious. Yeah, the price made a really nice move today, and then not only from a price action perspective, but you look down here at the volume, and by far the biggest volume this chart has had for a while. So there's a lot of eyeballs on this one, so let's map out some levels of support and resistance. And that first level of support that stands out to me right here at 78 cents, as that is essentially the lowest, I should say, that the bears could press it during the afternoon during these pullbacks. So several times the price did pull back, but each and every time, like I said, the bulls stepped in at 78 cents and said, all right, we're not going to let the price go any further. So 78 is definitely what I would consider a pretty important level of support. The reason for that is, and I'm not saying this will happen, but in the event the price were to actually break below 78 and then work its way back downwards, what would you have at that point in time? Well, you'd literally have the price right back inside of this range that it just broke out of. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements with true power are not going to be going back to where they were, right? Like I said, that's probably stating the obvious. Whereas let's say the price continues to do what it did right there, so it just goes sideways and then eventually starts to work its way back upwards. In that situation, what would you have? Well, you'd have sets of lows right here. You'd have this set down here. You'd have these lows down there. If you picture all these as stair steps, well, hey, now you have big picture stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And that's what truly strong moves are going to do. They're going to make progress forward. So the big question kind of in my mind is this price movement truly strong? Well, how do we quantify and define truly strong? Well, let's see if it can make progress. And if you've been following along, hopefully you know that progress we are now defining and quantifying as staying up above 78 cents. What about levels of resistance? As it stands right now, it seems as though there's quite a few sellers right up there around 81.5 cents. So 81.5 will be public enemy number one going into next week. Anyway, look at it though. Nice movement on the chart today. Now it's just a question of can the bulls build upon this momentum going forward? We shall see. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.